All right, today we have a a beer from Hoppin Frog, which we haven't done in a little while, from Akron, Ohio. We did B.O.R.I.S the Crusher earlier, I believe. This is B.O.R.I.S the Crusher Oatmeal Imperial Stout Reserve, which instead of being an oatmeal stout, it's apparently a Russian Imperial Stout. I guess they upped the ante a little bit. Comes into us at 9.4% ABV, which I'm not sure, but I think that B.O.R.I.S the Crusher is the regular B.O.R.I.S the Crusher is the same 9.4, but I could be wrong. It's up there definitely. It's been brewed year round apparently since 2015, so a 2-year-old beer, and they envisioned B.O.R.I.S the Crusher to be brewed with a darker grain. So I guess that's what they did. They used the finest imported dark grain for a smoother and mellower, deep roasted flavor. And there's a big blurb on here, as a matter of fact, about just that. Finest imported dark grain for a smoother and mellower, deep roasted malt flavor. It's a higher level of B.O.R.I.S, born from our creativity, and when aged in barrels, is an amazing symphony of beautiful flavors. So I guess we're looking at a symphony of sorts. Barrel aged, is this whiskey barrel? Yeah, whiskey barrel aged. So whenever we see whiskey barrels, as far as the aging process goes, I want to taste the whiskey. I want to make sure that it's true to its word. And you know, I'm not saying that it wasn't aged in whiskey barrels. Obviously, why would anyone lie about that? But I want to know that it was aged properly and that it tastes like whiskey, kind of. Wow, jet black pour, as you can see into this wine glass. This is a bomber, 1 pint 6 ounces, which would be 22 total ounces. Let's pour up all the way to the top. It's a big wine goblet. It can fit the whole darn bomber in the whole thing, as you can see. Wow, motor oil. I'm getting motor oil in this pour. It is pitch black with a brown khaki, kind of a darker brown kind of head to it as well. So it's up there as far as color goes. Right up top. Oh, man, maybe I overfilled it a little bit. I didn't. There's still a little bit left. Let's get the aroma now of Hoppin Frog. B.O.R.I.S the Crusher. Pretty heavy. I probably shouldn't have poured the whole thing in, but whatever. By the way, I got this for $9.99. It may have been a typo at the grocery store. Tell me, is $9.99 like a ridiculously low price for this, or is it basically on par? Because I know the double IPA that Hoppin Frog has was $12.99, and that's like 8%. And I don't think the reviews are quite as good for it. But anyway, aroma-wise. Yeah, getting not quite the roasted aroma that I was thinking of. Almost a velvety, kind of smooth aroma. Definitely a hint of chocolate in there. A hint of the oatmeal as well. Definitely has some legs to it for sure. I'm going to get crushed for this pour. I just know I am. Maybe B.O.R.I.S the Crushed. Awful joke. Anyway, let's get a taste. Wow. Almost a Worcestershire sauce kind of taste to it, but in a good way, if that makes any sense. Definitely getting the vanilla. Now I'm getting the roast in the back of the throat. I mean, it's got a vinegary kind of taste to it to me. And that's got to be the whiskey. The whiskey's interacting with the stout qualities. Interesting interaction. I don't know if I am a huge fan of a Russian Imperial Stout being whiskey aged in barrels, in that I'm getting that Worcestershire sauce kind of taste out of this. I could see this kind of beer maybe being aged in a Kahlua barrel. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and give, it's a nice try. I'm going to go ahead and give Boris the Crusher a 7 out of 10. Boris the Crusher, this reserve Boris the Crusher. Decent, but the whiskey kind of is a detractor from the original taste. I just don't think it really fits well with the whiskey barrel aged. I'd rather see the Belgian kind of stuff maybe being whiskey barreled, or more of the barley wine kind of stuff, I should say, being whiskey barrel aged. Not the best. So 7 out of 10 for Hoppin Frog's Boris the Crusher Oatmeal Stout Reserve.